Welcome back. This is Tommy, helpwithgadgets.edc, and what we have today is my thoughts on the Kansept knives Fenrir. This knife is a collaboration between Greg Schaub of Sparrow Knife Company and Kansept, and this is his design that they have produced. And this is another one that my nephew owns. He purchased it himself and has loaned it to me to do a review. So in my last video, I did a disassembly and cleaning of this knife, and I've been carrying it some today. And I just want to let you know what I thought about it, good, bad, what I thought might the things that you might see if you had one of these knives. If you would, go over to helpwithgadgets.edc on Instagram. Also subscribe, like, make comments, all that good stuff. All right, let's take a look first at the size of the blade. It's coming in at about 3.48, right around 3.5 inches. This is a 4.37 ounce knife. Let's go ahead and look at some size comparisons. I have several knives that I'll put on the table here so that if you do have some of these, you might be able to compare them and see if this knife would be a good size for you. That's the CJRB Pyrite, and this is the CJRB Echo. This is a prototype. You'll notice it has the thumb studs instead of the opening hole. Alright, let's get those two out of the way. Let's go to another CJRB. This is the Malaya, and if I pronounced that correctly, and the QSP Penguin. Alright, we'll get those out of the way. Let's go with the EMP EDC Nimble. And let's go with the Kaiser Sparrow, not to be confused with the Sparrow Knife Company. Alright, so there's those. Let's slide those off to the side. Let's go with the Utectic EFD, Everyday Field Duty, by Liang Ma. The budget field duty, and the CJRB Feldspar. Getting those out of the way, let's do the Rogers Design X-Mid, as well as the Holt Haptic. Alright, getting those out of the way, let's do the Demco 8020.5 and the Microtech MSI. Alright, let's remove that one. And it looks like lastly we have the American Blade Works Model 1 Wharncliffe and the Kaiser Cyberblade. And as you can see, the Kansept Fenrir is longer than the Kaiser Cyberblade. Alright, so got that out of the way. Gives you a little comparison on if the size might be a good fit for you. Alright, so let's talk a little bit about this knife. Let me talk about some of the things that I do like. I like the overall aesthetic of this knife. The lines flow very, very nicely. This is a little bit different with this half of the scale being this volcano design, and the back part being smooth titanium. On this side, and you can tell that this has been carried and used by my nephew, and actually is one of the things that I don't like is the anodizing on the titanium clip, and that becoming scratched up, and when it gets scratched up, it really shows. I don't know what the fix for that would be, but that's just something that's kind of sticks out to me. It is very comfortable in hand. You can either hold back like this, or you can do with a more choked up position, and that is very comfortable as well. A pinch grip type would work well, I do believe. I've used it for a few tasks around the house today, and it did not disappoint. One of the other nitpicks that I have is I'm not a big fan of thumb studs, but this does actually work really well. And I found in my carrying today that actually reverse flicking off of this thumb stud has become one of my favorite ways of opening it. I do like the top flipper. I have several top flippers, but this one doesn't seem to be quite as snappy as some others that I enjoy. And that brings me to another slight nitpick that I have. If you do the over the top sort of opening of the knife, this point here usually hits me on my knuckle. It's not anything that's life-threatening, of course, but it is. It's not real comfortable when it happens. Just again, a lot of the things that I'm saying are really subjective, and it's my opinion. You may have the knife and not have the same opinion. All right, this does appear to be a very well made knife. The tip of the knife is safely encased in there when it's closed. Centering appears to be good. Fit and finish appears to be good. I do like the Damascus style blade. Looks very nice in my opinion. This pocket clip actually works really well. It slides in and out of pocket very, very good. I've noticed when I was carrying it today that the way that it slides down in the pocket and holds the knife back against the seam of the pocket works really well. It's easy to grip and pull the knife out, even though this is sort of a smoother material. There was another point I wanted to make about the knife. Oh yes, when it's in your pocket, the way that it sits in the pocket, that right front pocket, I usually carry a hank as well as my earbuds. And if I reach in to get that knife or get that earbuds or hank out, then there's nothing catching on the knife. My hand doesn't scrape against the knife. Again, nothing that's really major, but it's just my opinion as far as that goes. There's other knives that you will catch a kind of a sharp corner sometimes when you reach in. So it's just something that I've noticed with trying a bunch of different knives. Again, it feels comfortable in pocket. The pocket clip itself, it feels comfortable in hand. The pocket clip itself is not doesn't appear to be that it would be any objection to that pocket clip by your hand if you're gripping it for a large amount of time. There's this nice little thumb ramp here that you can put your finger in to really lock things in. This does appear to be a kind of a stabby blade, but also a very functional blade. You can easily position to pull that tip along and cut material. The action does work very, very good. It is snappy. Again, as I mentioned, it's not my favorite. But it does work very well. And it's not drop shut, but a couple of easy shakes shut, and you're good to go. For additional details on the construction of the knife and seeing the internals and all of that, you can click on the link that'll be at the end of this video. And I wanted to see if there's anything else that I could think of that I needed to cover. I do appreciate all the comments that I'm getting. I have received some great comments and suggestions and things for me to think about as I'm doing these videos. I'm not trying to emulate anyone else in the way that they're doing their reviews. I just want to give a honest opinion of what I think about the knife, and just to be able to help others out in their decision-making process about whether or not they would like to purchase the knife. I did want to say that the access to the lock bar is very good on this knife. You don't have to dig a finger in to get that lock bar to release. It does seem to be of substantial material there to lock up and have a solid lockup. I do like this kind of inset liner. This is almost frame lock in the way that it's constructed with a bolster over the outside of it. I'm not sure exactly how you would label this, but it does appear to be more frame lock than what I would consider a liner lock. Or you could say it's a heavy liner lock, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, it works very well. There is a lock bar insert there, as you can see. No additional milling on the insides of the scales for any weight lightening, but it's 4.37 is not too bad, as it is a pretty good size knife. Not a huge knife, but it's a 3.5 inch blade. So there you go. It has a lanyard hole for those that like lanyards, and that's pretty much, I think, all of the things that I wanted to say about it. I will leave a link below if you would like to purchase some. I did see when I looked yesterday that there were some available on Amazon. I'll leave a link to the knives in the information below. Alright, I believe that'll wrap it up. I do appreciate everyone that has watched, those that have subscribed, those that have left comments. Those, as I mentioned, those comments do help me to improve, and that's what I'm wanting to do as I attempt to grow the channel. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your day, and hope to see you again. Thanks.